So we all know Tortorella's honest. And I get the sense, based on the fact that Duclair was a healthy scratch last night, that Torts had already been asked about this, and based on what he said about how much they've been working with Anthony Duclair, this is not a new opinion to Anthony Duclair. He knows that he's got work to do, and apparently something just isn't clicking.
Well, coaches have to trust their players, and earlier in the show we talked about Robert Thomas, right? As a young player that now Craig Berube seems to be trusting more in situations in the game. What did John Tortorella say? Situational hockey.
Yeah.
And the coach has to be able to trust that the winger is going to do the job of the winger when he does not have the puck. He's praised him for his skill and his speed, and they want him to do things when he has the puck, but when he doesn't have it, they want him to do the things they need him to do, and that's the problem.
But isn't the issue really, does Tortorella really need to handle this situation in as, you know, I guess personal a way as he does, in a public way like that?
That's who he is, though.
From a coach's point of view, look, you've got a situation that's kind of not going your direction. Does it benefit your team, the player, the coach, anybody, to come out and take it on to a personal level by saying, I mean, come on, this is an NHL hockey player who's played some good hockey at this level. Do we need to say he doesn't know how to play hockey? I mean, I don't know that you salvage anything from that situation.
Right, you may not.
You make a bad situation worse.
Right, but what if, and I'm obviously speculating here, behind the scenes, Torts and the front and whoever else feel like they've exhausted all of their options.
I'm sure
they've talked to him, they've practiced with him,
they had to plug him into the lineup two nights after he made that comment. They had to plug him into the lineup. You're not going to get more from him. You're going to get less from him.
But I'm saying if you've tried everything that you think you could possibly try, and you've already expressed these exact sentiments to the player, maybe this was a last-ditch effort. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, he said,
and I don't have a problem with that.
You don't gain anything, though. That's my point. You'll never gain.
I don't think you lose anything, though.
A player's never going to go in a different direction, in a positive direction, if it's gone that bad.
I don't know if that's
you're adding
true.
Those personal comments on top of it.
Personal comments in Dallas didn't seem to bother Tyler Seguin.
He's been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
He has been playing
I'm just saying, I mean, we don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, and
I always say this
Duclair's traveled around a lot.
I always say this about players now, and I think it's different than when you came up, Stu. I just think you can't use the same hammer on every nail, so to speak. Like they used to. You remember probably when you were playing in the Western Hockey League, right? As a kid growing up, everybody got hit with that same hammer. Nowadays, you have to. I think the really good coaches are always looking for ways to communicate with all these different individuals that they're dealing with. And I think to your point, Jackie, I think you're right. They've probably talked many times behind the scenes, and this guy has moved around the league, so he's probably heard this conversation before. I don't know, Stu, if he needs to say it publicly like that, because that's pretty damning to say.
He was pretty aggressive about it. I agree with you.
But that said, there comes a level of frustration that you have with individual players, and he said time is running out, which means that get it now, or you're probably going to be out of here. So we'll see.
Everybody deserves different treatment. Get that? Because everybody is different.
We all react differently.
Don't take it publicly. You gain nothing from that. The last point I'll make on this, show me a Sullivan, show me a Babcock, show me a Maurice that's gone off personally on any player that's played for them in a public way like that. It never happens. Why? Because you don't gain anything.
But we all know Torts is his own man.